Hi, so I hate boring main menus, loathe them even, so let's add some movement to them. To start off, I have here the BP third person character, and I've just removed the character's mesh and the movement inputs. I'll set the mesh to be a cube, setting its Z location to -50 and setting its scale to 5 in all directions. In the camera boom, I'm going to set the target arm length to 250, and then in the camera, I'm going to drop the FOV down to 80. Next, the first widget we're going to need is going to be our W_master menu. This will contain all our other widgets. Then, back in the third person character, after we added the mapping context, we're going to call the player controller, and we're going to set the input mode to game and UI, and we're also going to set the show mouse cursor to true. Next, we can create a new widget of the type master menu, and then we can add that to the viewport. Lastly, we can promote the master widget to a variable. After that's all done, we can add a timeline and call this mesh rot. Then we can get our mesh and we can set its relative rotation, splitting the rotation input. Now in the timeline, set its length to 1 and create a new float track. I'm going to call mine rot right. Now let's add the first key and set the time to 0 and the value to 0 as well. Then we can add a second one, setting its time to 1 and setting its value to 90. Then we can plug the track's output into the rotation Z. Now we're going to need two custom events as well, calling one rot settings and the other one rot menu. The settings will go into the play and the menus will go into the reverse. Now we need our main menu widget, so let's make that. I'm going to do a simple one, only adding what I need. So I'll add a size box, setting it to desired on screen, setting its width and height override to 800. Inside that, I'm going to add a canvas panel. You can build your own menu here, but I'm only adding what I need, so I'll just add an image and we'll set that to full size so we can see when the menu switches. Now this is the part that you're going to need to follow a little more closely. We're going to add another size box and anchor it to the bottom. And we're going to set its position to around here. Now I'm going to add a button to it, calling it B_setting menu. Now in the graph editor, we're going to need an onClicked event from the button. And we'll add an event dispatcher called mm_ed_settings menu. So that'll be master menu event dispatcher settings menu. And we'll call this event plugging it into the onClicked event. Now we can duplicate the main menu, calling it Settings menu. Inside that, we'll change the image, and we'll delete the event dispatcher, and make a new one, calling it sm_ed_main menu. So Settings menu, Event Dispatcher, main menu. And plug that into the onClicked as well. Now to work inside the master menu, let's start by adding the canvas panel. Inside that, we can add a size box, anchor that to the middle of the screen, set its size to 800 by 800. Inside that, we're going to need something called a widget switcher. Inside that widget switcher, we're going to add the main menu and then the settings menu. We need the main menu to be on top because their index order is based on their hierarchy in the outliner. In the event graph, we'll start off by getting the main menu and settings menu, calling bind event mmed_settings menu and mmed_main menu. Now we need two custom events, calling them switch to main menu, and it'll be binded to the SMED main menu. And the other one will be called switch to settings menu, and it will be binded to the mmed_settings menu. Then we can create two new event dispatchers in this widget, calling it master menu, switch to main menu. And it will be called from the switch to main menu event. And the other one we called master menu, switch to settings menu, and it'll be called from the switch to settings menu event. Next, drag in the widget switcher and set its visibility. And set this to collapse. Then we'll set its active widget index to 0. Add a delay of 1 second. And then set its visibility once more. Now I'm just going to copy and paste this into the switch to settings menu. We just need to change the active widget index to 1. And with that, we're actually done with the widgets. You can add some animation to these widgets instead of collapsing them, and you can do so just in here as well. Now, back in the third person character, after we add it to the viewport, we can call bind event master menu switch to main menu, and bind event master menu switch to settings menu. We can just drag the binding from rot menu and rot settings into them and make sure that our timer is actually plugged into our relative rotation. And honestly, this is done. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go out there and actually make some interesting menus. So bye for now.